Now to continuing coverage in the trial of Mandy Benn, the Ionia County woman accused of killing two Make-A-Wish cyclers last summer and injuring three others. It's the fourth and possibly the final day, and jurors are expected to arrive at a verdict. 13 on your side's Trevier Gonzalez has been sitting in on the trial. Trevier, where are we at right now?
Hey, good afternoon, Veronica. We are in jury instructions right now. So right behind me, the judge is telling them all the different counts that are being read. Now we have 15 different charges, two of which include that second-degree murder charge. Now, during these final statements between both the prosecution and the defense ended up saying that they are going to suggest involuntary manslaughter. That is a much lesser charge. And really, this was a long process to get to this point, to even have this conversation. If we span back to when this happened, this was on July 30th of 2022. So it has been more than a year and 2 months. But let's go ahead and talk about those final points that were made by both sides. The lead prosecutor started out by showing the names of those killed and hurt back on July 30th of last year. They said everything was done right by those cyclists. They were wearing the right colors. They were traveling the right ways. Meanwhile, they said Benn had done everything wrong. They said she didn't try to swerve or even try to touch the brakes when this crash happened. Instead, they pointed out that she was sending a voice message via Facebook while moments before the crash happened. Now, when it comes to the defense, they said that those bright colors were instead hues of white and blue, very much so like the sky. There were clouds around. That was the point that they had tried to make. They also suggested that they may have been driving hands-free because Benn could be seen in some of the footage that we saw with a earpiece on herself, and that she might have been driving hands-free. And that's something that they said we really just don't know. And so that's what they tried to really zero into, is that they just don't know enough facts about the case in order to explain what is going on. But I guess something that goes without saying is, because they're suggesting that involuntary manslaughter charges, that Mandy Benn was in that car, but whether or not whether or not she sees that second-degree murder charge is something that will end up being decided right here in the jury room once these instructions end up being wrapped up. That's when this will happen. For now, we're going to have a crew here be able to let you know how that happens, but we're here live in Ionia County. Trevier Gonzalez, 13 on your side.